Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at this M16A2 Clone that I had built out. Let's get into it. Before we do that though, do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button if you have not already. I'd really appreciate it. Let's try to get the channel to 2,000 subscribers by June. Alright guys, so like I said, this is my M16A2 Clone. So I'm going to go over some of the specs on it. Full 20-inch barrel, 5.56 NATO, 1-in-7 twist. This one is made by PSA. So I did actually have a good friend of mine build out this upper to my specs. This is actually an A4 upper because it's got the flat top. You can take this off. I'm going to put some Knight's armament rail on it, but I kind of dig the old A2 look. Now, moving back, the lower receiver is a CMMG. Something I love about the CMMG, I'll show you guys that it's clear real quick. It's got an amazing trigger in it. Sometimes mil-spec triggers can be a little finicky. Clear, ghost that trigger. But this one's real light. It's probably about 4.5, 5 pounds. It's not quite as heavy as the mil-spec one, so I'm definitely a big fan. Something great about CMMG, based right here in Missouri, where I'm from. Now we do have the full A2 style buttstock, so it's a little bit longer than the A1. Have a little storage compartment back there and a drainage hole. I've got some extra parts. I have an extractor, a firing pin, and a couple other odds and ends. A firing pin, retaining pin, I think, because those cotter pins get bent all the time if you're not careful with them. We do have just a basic, I think this is a blue shield tactical sling. It's pretty padded, but yeah, overall not too bad. Standard A2 pistol grip. I really love this thing. Now, these are a little bit heavier than your standard M4 style rifles. This one's probably in the neighborhoods of like 8 or 9 pounds, maybe a little bit more. Very heavy barrel, which is something I love. I believe this one is chrome lined like the actual M16s are. Standard charging handle. I'm trying to keep this one pretty clone correct. So typically though, if what I've done in the past, because I am left-handed, I don't really have an issue. When I was issued an M16 in the service, you know, just being able to get up there and do that real quick isn't an issue, but having an ambi charging handle makes things a little bit easier. Just have a standard, this is actually a surplus carry handle. A good buddy of mine sent me, actually was part of 3.5's inventory for a while, so if you know who that unit is, they're pretty legendary. They've done some cool stuff over the years. A2 front block, not bent or warped or anything. Basic heat shields. These things are kind of plasticky. The fit and finish is pretty good on this altogether. I'm really satisfied with the way the CMMG lower, when I bought it. I mean, for 300 bucks for an AR lower, you should be getting quite a bit. But yeah, definitely a big fan of this. I'm going to be doing a range video with this guy coming up soon, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But if you guys are into more of these, like I don't know, like military clone rifles, I have an M4 built out as well, so I definitely wouldn't mind showing that off on the channel. I actually think I did a video on that last year, but yeah, I'm just a big fan of the M16. You know, I carried it for quite a while. That's a good rifle. I mean, the 5.56 round is designed for that 20-inch barrel. You get all the velocity out of there. Something I was noticing, I did have a 16-inch upper on this for a little while, and it was kind of finicky with the rounds that you typically had to shoot a 75 or 77 grain. Typically the heavier ones, the lighter ones wouldn't cycle. It could just be the fact that this, the buffer in this is a little heavy or it's brand new. But yeah, no problems. I typically run them with just the standard GI style mags. No problems. I kind of like the retro look of that. I mean, beautiful, beautiful stuff. I mean, this is like one of the longest serving rifles. I mean, the Marines, obviously, we're still using M16s, a lot of us. Most of us haven't transitioned over to M4s quite yet, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. But man, there's just something sexy and pure Americana about the M16. Man, that trigger, I can't get over that. Really, if any of you guys have a chance to pick up one of these CMMG M16, or I guess it's their Mark IV lowers. If you can see that. Oh, just dropped the magazine. Oh well. But yeah, that is my M16 build, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Again, like, share, comment. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys on the next video.